Here's a little reframe. Maybe children and teenagers or even adults that are struggling or challenged and are off the derech or OTD, as people say, maybe they're actually not troubled, they're not rebellious, they're not trying to rebel, but they're just deep souls that were put in this world. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, their souls aren't being fed in the environment that they are in. And so this will lead to these deep souls, these teenagers, these children, these young adults, or even adults, to go out looking and searching to feed their soul. And that's when you have people off the derech, OTD, because they are just searching. Underneath it all, their soul is just searching for something to feed them. So they'll go out and experience other cultures, maybe other religions, other sects within Judaism, because they're searching. Their soul is searching. And so here's a little reframe. Maybe they're not troubled. Maybe they're not rebellious. Maybe they're not bad people. Their soul's just not being fed in the environment that they are in. And if the soul was fed and they felt connection and they felt spiritually fed, they wouldn't have to leave. They wouldn't have to go out and search. And so a lot of times we can see things from the outside of what a person's actually portraying. The physical, they look a certain way, they act a certain way, they're being a certain way, they do or they don't do certain things. And of course it's a struggle and it can be hard for people around them. But try and see beyond that. Try and see beyond this facade and into the soul. What is the soul trying to accomplish here? What is the soul trying to accomplish here? It's just seeking connection. It's just seeking connection. And yeah, you could say, but they are in a Jewish school, or they are in a religious environment, or they are doing what it is that they're supposed to be doing, mitzvot and all of that. But maybe it's not about the doing, it's how they're doing it, it's how they're being taught, it's what they're being taught in the way that they're being taught. And maybe there's just not connection there. Maybe there's just not connection. And it does say that every soul has a portion in Torah. There's a part of the Torah that correlates to every single Jewish soul. So it could just be that the Torah that these young kids that go off the derech are being taught is not their truth. It's not their Torah. And I don't mean that in the literal sense. It's not their Torah. The Torah's for everyone. But there is a portion that correlates to every soul. And maybe they're just not being taught that. Maybe the way they're being taught is not what their soul needs. And clearly it's not, because sometimes we do see people leave. We do see them go out to explore. And at times it may just look like they're rebelling, or they're bad people, or there's something wrong, or there was some trauma there, or something must have happened, or they don't come from a good family, or they have a crazy mom, or there's a bad situation there. And yes, that could very well be. But also, the soul needs to be fed. The soul needs to be fed. And if this soul is not getting the food it needs from the environment, from the school system, from the way it's being taught, what it's being taught, it will go out there and search, because the soul wants to find comfort in this world. The soul wants to find comfort. It doesn't just want to be wandering here. So it will go out and search. That searching may look like a backpacking trip in India. That searching may just look like depression in bed all day. It can manifest in so many different ways, but at the end of the day, we must feed our soul. We must feed our soul. It's just as important, if not even the most important, more important than our physical health. It is the start of everything, the start of the emotional, the mental, and the physical health. We must feed our soul. So next time you see someone that maybe looks a little different, a girl that's maybe wearing pants with piercings, or a guy who you wouldn't even know is Jewish, maybe just stop and take a moment to see beyond that. They're not bad people. They're not rebellion. There's nothing wrong with them. We don't need to fix them. We need to love them because they're our brothers and our sisters, and we need to recognize that the soul is searching, and it will search until it finds its home. So don't give up. If I'm speaking to you and you're going through this, don't give up. Just keep searching. And if you know someone in this situation, don't give up on them, and allow them the freedom to do their searching. Allow them the freedom and the respect that they deserve to do their searching. And the soul will find its home. It will. So keep the faith.